I almost got it. I'm working on it. I'm working on juggling. And it's kind of like juggling nutrition and the meal plan, right? Like that seems to be the big mystery with the getting results and the nutrition part of the program, specifically the 21-day fix, which you get these 7 color-coded containers, and most people are like, I don't want to eat out of these containers. Great. Neither do I. And I don't. So here's what I do. Cook up a bunch of food. If you guys watched the other videos, cooked up like 8 pounds of chicken. Got a little bit of it there. Whatever that was, 3, 4, 5 pounds of broccoli. That's in there. This is cauliflower, carrots, zucchini, a little bit of broccoli. That's it. So this has coconut oil, salt, pepper, garlic. This has olive oil, salt, pepper, and basil. Brown rice. Key to cooking good rice, follow the instructions. Brown basmati rice. 30 minutes. Make it while this is going. I'm showing you how I at least make my lunches or dinners or a combination of both. And I think it's pretty straightforward. Like the easy part of the plan is how you get your fruits. Get your fruits in, right? You got like 3-4 servings of fruits. That's pretty straightforward. If you need me to show you how to chop up fruits and put them in the container, cool. Cover that on another one. Eat half an apple. That's pretty straightforward. Fats, the blue container. Now, even though these have, really all 3 of these I used a healthy fat with, I don't feel like I've used enough to quantify it. Plus, I like my nut butters and all the other things that fit in that little blue container. This guy isn't very big anyway. So, fill that thing up. Have your, oh no, actually your nut butters go in your teaspoon. So, you can figure that out. I'll cover that in more detail. The 3 key things, and the 3 hardest, and the 3 most that you're going to have the most of: red for protein, green for veggies, yellow for carbs. And I gotta say, that yellow's pretty small for carbs if you're used to eating a big pile of rice or potatoes. Anyway, here's what I do. Chicken, veggies, rice. Straightforward, right? I don't eat out of the containers. I cook once, twice a week. I touch these things the same amount of times, and then I put them in these. Search Amazon for meal prep containers. You can get a pack of like 10 of these for like 12, 15 bucks for 10 of them with the lids. I've had these for quite a few months now. They've seen lots of uses. They're BPA free, they're microwave safe, they're dishwasher safe, they're super simple. So let's get started. I'm gonna make a couple of these straightforward, right? I cook the chicken, small pieces, and then I cut it like a little bit more than bite size. 1, so I can fit it in the container, and 2, because when you warm it up, like you need the chicken to be cut a little bit, so you're gonna warm it up in the microwave, right? Boom, boom, super simple. And you know, like I take my liberties with the containers every once in a while, and I've kind of stuff things in there. And not that you should overfill them, however, I'm not using all the space. So, like, boom. See, it didn't quite get down in, like, I didn't fill every nook and cranny, and it's a little bit over the top. That's my interpretation of a red container. Boom. Dump it in. I usually do 1.5 for my lunch. And I'm making up some lunches. So that's 1.5. So like that's my lunch. Vegetables, do what you want. I like to keep my brand or whatever flavor I'm doing to like singular. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna do 1 thing of rice and put that guy on the bottom. That's it. And if you're like me, you have like 3 carb containers. So use them sparingly. Maybe some oatmeal for breakfast, maybe one of those little snacky treats that are in the book that are also approved that cost you one of these containers. So I don't go more than 1 carb container at lunch. I want to have a carb in there. I'm going to have a carb right there. Put the rice in. Back to the veggies. Boom. Broccoli on top. Same thing. I have 5 or 6 veggie containers. So I usually do 1.5. Boom. It's actually a lot of food. Here's the other thing you don't want to do in your meal prep. Don't snack on all this stuff. It's delicious, however, sometimes I eat like half the food as I'm meal prepping. Luckily, I already ate dinner, so I'm not hungry. There we go, right? Peekaboo, where's the rice? Clear lid. Sticky notes from my wonderful girlfriend that say rock on the range, because I didn't have any sticky notes. So, what I'm going to do, since I know, almost forgot. 1.5 red, right? So red, 1.5. Bingo. Sticky note on the top. Worried about it coming off. Get a little Scotch tape. Check it out. You got it. Stick it in the fridge. Okay, sweet. Great. You don't need it. You want to see me do it again, right? So we can bang through these. Boom, boom. That's my one red. Put it in. Since I got to get all these containers in, it's important. Some people aren't used to eating this much. Some people aren't used to eating this much healthy food. Some people just aren't used to kind of rationing things out like this. To answer your other question, you're like, oh great, so you're taking one container and transferring it to another container. Well, yeah, I am. What I do when I get to work, it's lunchtime, take the top off this, boom, got the container, fantastic, all your goodness, set plate, great, cover it up, tip it over, don't get too excited, spread it out a little bit. Your rice and veg are all mixed up. If you don't like that, you don't like your stuff touching, here's another option. Smaller containers. Pack 2 small containers. Like, seriously, there's plenty of options. There's also plenty of excuses. Look at that. Boom. Meal's handled. It's not Emeril Lagasse. It's not all fancy. Whatever. Put that bad boy in the microwave. That's a lot of food. That's what my lunch looks like. That's a lot of food. It's not a starve me plan. It's actually pretty delicious. And the other thing, just to touch on it, I think I touched on it a couple other times. You can always cook it more. You can always add more. Not able to uncook it. Don't overcook the broccoli. Don't overcook the chicken. Doesn't mean you need to leave the chicken raw. Don't overcook this stuff. The rice is the rice. Like, you want to make sure the rice is cooked because it's not going to cook anymore. The point is, you're better to leave things a little undercooked than a little overcooked, because you're going to portion them out and you're going to put them in these containers and eat that through the week. So these make it simple. These don't make it difficult. Use them once a week, twice a week, probably twice a week. This stuff will last. This is fine. Like, it tastes good after 2, 3, 4 days. Like, you get much longer than that, it probably starts getting a little funky, and sometimes these stuff a little funky. Depends on what your goals are. Depends on how much time. Depends on how dedicated you are. It makes it simple. It doesn't make it complicated. You don't have to, like, well, I only have one set of containers and I gotta pack it and I gotta put the lids on. Don't do that. Don't use them that way. Portion them out. Put them in these containers. Write the notes so when you have 15 of these containers in your refrigerator, you know what's what, and you don't have to think about it in the morning. When you're rushing out the door, grabbing your Shakeology, you just reach in and you go, 1.5 red, boom, got it, take it. I'm at work, I'm on the road, I'm doing whatever. You can eat this cold, seriously, people. I get tired of, like, well, I'm not able to use containers, I can't do this, I'm busy, I'm on the road. That's how you do it, right there. Take this. If you don't have, like, refrigeration storage, whatever, cool. You take this out of your refrigerator, 4 hours by the middle of the day, you leave it out, like, it won't be cold anymore. It also won't be hot. It'll be kind of lukewarm. Maybe that's not your gig. Depends on what your goals are. Depends on how dedicated you are. You don't have to think about it. Then pull out the little challenge tracker app or pull out the 21-day fix app and add up your containers. I got 1.5, or 1 or 2 or whatever. Got it. Question?